Hello, I'm Mark Russell Smith, and I'm the music director and conductor of the Quad City Symphony. Bach's St. Matthew Passion is, to my mind, one of the great cornerstones in Western art. I know it's quite a statement, but there are very few people who walked the face of the earth that have the genius of a Bach, who have the extraordinary combination of intellect and creative ability and ability to express and to take a current form and take it to the next level. What is unique about this piece is that Bach was joining onto a great tradition of the Passion. And in Bach's case, in Lutheran Germany in the 1700s, every Good Friday, the Passion story would be read. And there were musical elements that had been coming for years and years prior to this. Many, many composers had written passions. But what's unique about the St. Matthew Passion is that Bach really takes it to the next level. It is not just the story. It is not just a narrator telling the story of Jesus' passion and crucifixion, but it is now that story and commentary involving the modern audience and having that modern audience react to the story that has been told for years and years. Many in our audience, of course, know the story and know the exact Bible verses and have heard them for years and years and years. We do have a storyteller, and that is the evangelist. And he's a tenor who recites the exact words from the Lutheran Bible. In our case, we're using an English translation because I feel it's very, very important that the audience has a direct connection with the words. So in addition to that story that our evangelist tells, we have the character of Jesus, who's a bass, who proclaims Jesus' words. And anytime that Jesus is speaking, he's surrounded by a halo of sound. When the evangelist, our main character, speaks, it is simply the organ and cello and bass, what we call the basso continuo section. And then we have commentary in a couple different ways. We have the chorus playing many, many roles. The first one is as a character in the drama, and so they portray the crowd. If Pontius Pilate is asking the crowd a question, then the chorus reacts to that. Peter, Judas, the high priests, all the other people who speak in the Passion are set by Bach, and so those characters come out of the chorus. But then we have a quartet of soloists who are not part of the chorus, who are not involved in the drama, but who react to the drama. And so we will have some action, as happens exactly in the Bible, and then we take a step back and we reflect. And oftentimes those reflections and those step backs are provided by the soloist. It's a very different experience than your average symphony concert, and it's a unique experience. A massive work like the St. Matthew Passion brings on us tremendous logistical challenges. It's separated Orchestra 1 and Orchestra 2 and Chorus 1 and Chorus 2, and there are 2 organs and 6 soloists, and he uses this juxtaposition, he uses both of these orchestras for fantastic dramatic effect. There's lots of back and forth that is very clear. In the crowd scenes, we'll have a question over here and an answer over here. We'll have different elements coming to the fore. And so Bach uses he uses spatial drama and he uses musical drama as things pop back and forth. And so there demands just a lot of preparation on my part as the musical leader of this piece, just in the rehearsing of it. You know, there's so much music and there's so many different disparate elements that happen. You have to make sure that the right soloist is with the right orchestra and you have everything you need. It's really not unlike conducting an opera where there's so many moving parts and so many different characters all the time. So it takes a lot of planning. It takes a lot of forethought. We're performing it in English. The original was in German. And so there are many kind of subtleties of the language, all sorts of preparation that has to be done. Bach wrote things so quickly that he really wrote in shorthand. And so there's much musical information that Bach does not impart in the score. And so there are many things that have to be decided by the conductor and then therefore transferred into the parts for the players. And so Because we don't have days and days and weeks to prepare the piece, things have to happen very, very quickly. In addition to the kind of emotional, spiritual, and musical challenges, just the logistics of it all is quite a lot to take on. The St. Matthew Passion is a piece that means a great deal to me. I've had a lot of experience with this piece, even starting as a very young singer. There's a children's chorus part where Bach has the chorales being sung by a children's chorus, and I sang in that as a member of the Phoenix Boys Choir way back. But more recently, I've had the opportunity to really study the piece and to conduct it both here in the United States and in Germany, both in German and in English. And for me, it's a very personal relationship with this piece. It's something that I felt really important that I wanted to share with the Quad City audiences, because it is a piece for me that expounds on the drama in really a perfect way. I've chosen to do it in English because I feel it's very important that the audience has a direct connection with what the evangelist, our main storyteller, is telling, and that the soloists communicate that directly. And I've tried really hard to come up with a translation that does all the musical things that Bach did, while still being able to communicate directly to English-speaking audiences. And that was really the one most important thing for me, is that this is a piece that speaks directly to me, and that I'm really hoping speaks directly to our audience. It, of course, is during Lent. It actually will be on Palm Sunday and the night before Palm Sunday, and so that is very intentional placement as well. For the music of Bach and for this aesthetic to add to the richness of people's lives, whether they're religious or whether they're not, is something really important to me, and something that I really feel deeply committed to sharing with the Quad City Symphony audience.